Hey folks, it's Jason here, and I'm back again this week with another video, and I'm reverting a little back to my recording series. If you guys caught that, I think that was about 2 months ago when I had some videos out in regards to recording. And those of you that are somewhat new to software-based recording, which that's kind of the evolution now, we don't record on standalone machines anymore. Most of us record using some sort of software. So I'm hoping this video will help some of you that are in the beginning phases. It's a very simple video, but yet again, I think it's an extremely helpful tip. And it's going to be based on recording your guitar or bass or whatever, recording your tracks to a metronome. So let's get started. Alright, so here we are. Just pulled up Studio One, PreSonus Studio One Pro 2. So the first thing I'm going to do, you see, these are actually songs for the album I'm working on, but I like to go through some of the setup steps first for you guys that are new to software recording. I know how frustrating this can be, especially in the beginning. So we'll go through the preliminary steps first before we talk about the metronome piece. So I'm going to go create a new song. Now, what shall we call the song? Well, we're talking a metronome, so we're going to call it Metronomes, or metronome rather. So I guess there are different types of gnomes, and these are metro. So click OK. There's our new song. So we have a blank slate. I'm going to go up to track. I'm going to add a track. We'll call this Metal Guitar 1. This is kind of what I call every starting track. So we'll click OK. You can name it whatever you want. Now, I have no sound. So to get sound, to get the signal, I've got to press this little button right here. I'm not actually recording, but I had to turn my guitar volume up. But I do have a signal. So now I like to double click this. All my stuff pops up down here. I like that view. I'm going to go over to effects. I'm not miking an amp. I'm not playing with any external hardware. So I'm playing with plugins. And under effects down here, I've got my Positive Grid, my Bias FX. This has kind of been my go-to plugin lately. And actually, I've recorded most of this new album with Bias FX. So I'm going to go to one of my patches here, Mesa Lead. So now I'm going to play again. Now I've got a cool metal signal. So let me X out of this. When I X out of this, it's not going to get rid of the plugin per se. The plugin's still there. It's just going to get rid of that screen. So metronome. Where is the metronome? It is down at the bottom of your screen. If you go directly down the middle here, and then just go over to your right a little, you'll see this little arrow. It's on right now. So if I click it off and I press play, we hear nada. If I click this little arrow for metronome, we hear a metronome. Now, let me stop. To change the BPM, because PreSonus, the Studio One application, usually reverts to 120 here by default. So you just click on this tempo area down here, and you can change it to whatever. So let's try 90 BPM, beats per minute for a ballad. So now if I click play, it's much slower. Alright, so let's say I want to change it to, and you don't have to press stop to change it, I just do that. Let's say you want like a death metal BPM, real fast, kind of like Dragon Force style, which Dragon Force isn't death metal, they're just like speed. So now, much faster. So I'm just going to change it, let's say to 160. That seems to be like a real nice BPM for melodic metal, the stuff that I mostly play. So to go back, I'll just do the rewind button, or you can click this one here and it just takes you all the way back. So now to record a track in general, not just using a metronome, but to record a track in general, you have to press this record button down here. So if I click play, I'm not recording, it's just playing. But if I click record, and let's record the track. You see the green bar up there now. 2, 3, 4. So that is pretty much it, guys. We just recorded a track using the metronome. So now to get rid of that metronome, because now your question is probably like, well, I don't want that click in my recording when I render it down. So to get rid of that, let me just play. Now you can play like that, right? You can click play, or let me stop it. If you want to play, if you want to click play, and let's say you're just up here, you don't feel like dragging your mouse all the way down, you can just double click anywhere up here in this bar. So let's go back here. Double click. Go back again. Cool. So to get rid of that metronome, you just go over here and just uncheck that. So now, and that's pretty much it. So guys, that is how you will record your first guitar track or your first bass track, however you start your songs out. Oh, this coffee's cold. We're going to have to fix that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please post them to YouTube. So I'd be happy to help you guys out as much as I can. So thank you once again, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.